Hello everyone and welcome to Vocabulary TV. This is our 39th video lesson on roots, prefixes and suffixes in English vocabulary. In this episode, we are going to cover the Latin root anim, which means mind or spirit, and this Latin root is the word origin of quite a few important words in English. You can see some of these hanging on the tree branches. The meanings of all these words can be learnt easily using this root connection. To give you an example, the very common word animal comes from this root. The root anim itself can be easily recalled via the word animal, because an animal is a living, moving creature that contains a mind and a spirit. The Latin root anim means mind or spirit. Animation is another common word that derives from anim. On your screen, you can see animated scenes from some of the most popular movies ever made. Just think of it. What's an animation? It's a technique where sketches and cartoons are brought to life and endowed with a spirit, which is what the word root anim means. I still love watching these movies as much as kids do. The very names of these movies, such as Despicable Me, Incredibles, Lion King, Madagascar, Tangled, Kung Fu Panda, and the list goes on and on. If you have watched these movies, their very names bring about so much excitement and paint flashes of animated scenes right across your mind. Okay, so just to recall, anim means mind or spirit. Apart from this technique of bringing sketches to life, the word animated could also mean full of life or excitement, lively. An example sentence in this meaning is, in order to prove her acting prowess, the starlet made some facial expressions which were highly animated. Next, we have the word inanimate. We can break inanimate down into two Latin roots, in, which means not, and animatus, which translates to alive. So inanimate simply means not alive. In other words, inanimate describes a non-living thing. Something like a chair, a ball, a teapot, a coffee mug, or a pillow are inanimate things because they were never alive to begin with. But the word inanimate can also be used for something that recently died, like an inanimate body at a murder scene. An example sentence for the word inanimate that is worth mentioning here is, in the animated movie Beauty and the Beast, inanimate items like cups and saucers sing catchy tunes while dancing. Moving on, we have the word equanimity. As you can guess, this word has got something to do with equal. In fact, literally, equanimity means with an equal mind. And if you bear something with an equal or even mind, if there is a balance or evenness of mind, that means you have always kept a cool head under any sort of pressure and you are rarely disturbed. The word equanimity means calmness and composure even in difficult situations. Let's have a look at an example sentence that illustrates how to use this word. Even after long working hours and tough deadlines, the manager's ability to preserve her equanimity is commendable. Now let's discuss the word animus. This word is tricky because it has two different meanings. Consider the first one through an example sentence. She shouted at her colleague. Her outburst was triggered by an animus towards her colleague, who she thought was trying to harm her career by engaging in dirty office politics. Okay, so if you think someone is trying to harm you or doing something wrong to you, what would you feel towards such a person? You will have animus for such a person. You will have ill will and bad feelings for such a person, and you would be hostile to that person. So animus means hostility or ill feeling. However, animus also has a completely unrelated meaning. It could mean a motivating force. For instance, if you have heard about the Bollywood actor Sonu Sood, during lockdowns, he helped people reach their homes, their support systems. The animus or the motivating force behind his actions was his wish to do something good for the nation and the society. We need more of such magnanimous and kind-hearted people, right? Magnanimous is another word which we will discuss shortly in this lesson. Animosity is our next word. It's a synonym of animus in its first meaning. Animosity means strong hostility and hatred towards someone. If you have animosity for someone, then he or she preoccupies your mind and you're constantly thinking negative thoughts for that person. So there is the root connection. The root anim means mind and animosity means strong feelings of hostility, anger and hatred for someone. An example sentence would be, he was filled with animosity towards his wife when he found out that she was cheating on him. Then we have the word pusillanimity. The adjective in the same meaning is pusillanimous. The root pusil means very small and animus means mind. So the word pusillanimous literally means one with a small mind. And the word pusillanimous commonly refers to someone who is faint-hearted, a coward, and lacks bravery or courage. One who gets easily scared like a scaredy cat, a pussy cat who is easily frightened like this pusillanimous woman who screams upon seeing a spider. According to Oxford Dictionary, the word pusillanimity means lack of courage or determination, timidity. Another example sentence is, the pusillanimous employee was too scared to go up to her boss and ask for a raise. Unanimous is the next word. It's an adjective. Un means one and animus means mind. So unanimous literally means of one mind. Whenever more than two people are of one mind on an issue, which means they are in complete agreement on that issue, they are said to be unanimous. For instance, the unanimous consent of all the stakeholders was required to sign the contract. Unanimity is a related word which is a noun. Oxford Dictionary defines unanimity as agreement by all people involved, consensus. Now, we have reached the word magnanimous. We mentioned this word earlier in this lesson. The word root magna means big or great. Remember, a magnifying glass makes the text read bigger for your eyes. Magnanimous simply means one who has a big spirit, a great spirit, and is very generous. Someone who donates millions to charity or helps others in their times of need can no doubt be called magnanimous. But there is a subtle nuance in the usage of this word. There is a particular context where this word is used most often. So here we come to the Oxford Dictionary definition of magnanimous. Magnanimous is one who is generous or forgiving, especially towards a rival or less powerful person. The word magnanimity is a related word which is a noun. Let's look at some examples for these words. Even though his opponent had bad-mouthed him on several occasions, the boxer was magnanimous enough to praise his competitor's skills. His magnanimity is evident from the fact that he did not press any charges on his competitor for defaming him. And finally, we have the word Animadversion, which is again a noun. Let me come straight to a very effective memory clue to remember the meaning of this word. Animadversion contains the word adverse, And what does adverse mean? It means unfavorable, right? Anim means mind. So animadversion is when someone is giving you a piece of his or her mind and his or her remarks are adverse, unfavorable, or you can say critical. Hope that helps you remember animadversion. Let's verify our understanding with the dictionary definition. Animadversion means criticism or censure. It can also imply a critical comment or a remark. Here is an example sentence illustrating how to use this word. The employee received a lengthy animadversion from his boss for his stupid mistakes on the office files. Now test your understanding of the words learnt in this lesson by filling in the blanks below. It is recommended that you pause the video when the timer starts. And the answers are. And that brings us to the end of this video. Hope you liked it. Subscribe our channel and stay tuned for more such videos. Thanks for watching.